Professor Ben Enwonwu had a spirit of excellence. He was about inspiring a national consciousness, inspiring us as a people through his art. No other Nigerian artist before him and even presently had his works embedded in our national consciousness. My name is Oliver Enwonwu. I'm an artist and I'm the son of the late Professor Ben Enwonwu, who is celebrated as one of Africa's pioneer modernist artists. While growing up, to me, he was just daddy. I only just saw him painting and sculpting at home. But it was only when I got to school that I understood his full accomplishment as a Nigerian artist and also a Nigerian statesman. His contributions to art include developing a new visual vocabulary that merged the best of Western conventions of art with our indigenous aesthetics and traditions to develop Nigerian modern art as we know it. Africa is the cradle of civilization. Africa is rich with mythology, and throughout his life he engaged mythological subjects. His treatment of Atlas, major figure in Greek mythology, is very illuminating. He's not representing that figure, with Western conventions and anatomical perspectives, but he is elongating the forms. Even though the figure is static, you can still see the movement in even holding the weight of the world on his shoulders that he was condemned to for daring to stand up against Zeus. For me, by far, it's one of his very finest pieces and a hallmark of his career. Obitan Dancers is a theme. I think it's from a series of works that he began and stretched on and spanned for over 6 decades, in his artistic career. It's not just capturing what he saw. It has nothing to do with the form, as it were. It was more for him spiritual because he believed that true art came from the spirit world. One thing really stood out, how he's able to capture movement and rhythm, which were very important aspects or elements of his art. Through dance, we're able to coexist in a world where the spirits are still with us, and it governs almost everything that we do, even in our celebrations and our masquerade art form. And at the time where the black man was at an obvious disadvantage, he first broke international barriers, exhibiting in August exhibition spaces all over the world. Obitan Dancers is one of his very finest pieces, and for me, a favorite amongst the lots. I love Obitan because of the muted, rich, earthy colors. It depicts the female maidens of Ondo State who come out to dance, and they're compelled to dance. It's part of the tradition, and it's coming into womanhood. For him, the woman was an incubator, the woman was nurturing, the woman was an emblematic way of depicting, African countries coming into their own, from the late 1950s, beginning with Ghana, and in Nigeria in 1960. He was about inspiring the African nations, inspiring Nigerian people at a time when Nigeria and other African countries were aspiring and gaining their independence from their colonial masters. His works were very purposeful in bridging our various ethnic tribes, and we believe that it's very important to show the relevance of art in providing solutions to global issues affecting Africa and the rest of the world. It's because we don't just believe, that art is decorative, and these are things that Ben Enwonwu himself stood for.